everybody. Welcome to my computer. Today we are talking about how to get better clients. This is just a continuation of a series of talks I've been doing about how to take your cake decorating business to the next level, right? So while people are joining, I'm just going to let you look at this awful cake here. This is the very first cake I ever made for somebody. This was for my friend Alicia's bridal shower, I think, in 2007, I think. This was the first time I ever used a cutter. You can see some beautiful piping there. She did love it. I remember it was a spice cake on the inside. I think I have a couple of other pictures in here. This is on my Flickr. I love that I have, yes, this was my first cake that I ever made somebody. I used all of the Wilton things. The cake had no rhyme or reason to it, you know. It was just kind of fun to make. And this is a picture. This picture of her cutting it. It's like, what is this like crooked piping thing in the middle here? I don't even know. Sorry if you guys hear kids' toys in the background. My daughter is entertaining herself, so you know. Yeah, I started with a Wilton class. That's the first time. I wish it was in here. My first Yep, this is my very first Wilton cake that I did in class. You like that star tip awesomeness? It's kind of funny. Let's see. This is the first cake that I made for my sister's bridal shower. You can kind of see it. There is a tinfoil covered board that this thing is sitting on, and it is hideous. Hideous. I know, I was gonna wait for Kara to get done with her Periscope, but I gotta get this done before Avalon takes her nap, so. See, tinfoil board, yucky. And you can see all of the like places where I attached the circles. My edges are rough. This flower is just sad because I didn't know what Tylose powder was. I didn't know what gum paste was. Color scheme looks like a clown. This is before I knew what sharp edges were. None of my flowers' edges are softened. These are all my very first cakes. This is my very first smash cake that I made for my friend's first birthday. There's a toy on top because I didn't even know how to model anything at that point. My very first wedding cake. Oh my goodness. I was so excited. Look, the tiers are not even like the bottom tier and the second tier, and then the top tier are like totally crooked. It's pretty sad looking. Let's see what else I got in here. Oh my god, these cupcakes. Ugh. So gross looking. Just looks like somebody pooped on a bunch of strawberries. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is super embarrassing. Real shoes on top of a cake. Now granted, these were brand new, and I put like parchment paper underneath the shoes, but like seriously, I really did do that, guys. I just want you guys to see all of these cakes that I did a long time ago. Back before there was Facebook, back before there was cake groups. I too was a terrible cake decorator. These were like some cupcakes that I started making for tastings. This is when I very first got a real camera. Made this look really pretty. Still one of my favorite pictures of a cupcake. Let's see here. Some ugly cupcakes. I don't do cupcakes anymore. Okay. So, what I want to talk to you guys about is how you take your cakes from making little cartoony figures and making, like, you know, stuff like this, to making really nice wedding cakes and stuff, because that's where the money is, wedding cakes, right? Unless you are a bakery and you can pump out 1 million you know, birthday cakes a day, then wedding cakes is where you're going to make the money. Oh, look at this ugly wedding cake. Oh my gosh. That was one of my first wedding cakes. So ugly. I don't even know. I'm not high. That's just my voice. My voice is just relaxed. Oh my gosh. So, where was I? Okay. How to get your cakes to go from birthday cakes and stuff like this to wedding cakes. What you have to do is you have to have a Pinterest account, guys. If you're not on Pinterest, then you're just not living life right. You have to have a Pinterest account. And the reason why is because you need to, you have to be up on the trends of what wedding cakes are. So let's just type in wedding cake. And the way that Pinterest works is it's basically a curator of what is on trend, because it shows you everything that everybody is interested in right now, right? So if you're on Pinterest and you're able to see what people are into right now, like, you don't even need to look up trends or anything. You can just see, oh, look, ruffles are definitely in. We got some naked cakes going on, cupcake towers. These cake toppers are super in right now. Glitter is all over the place right now. Let's see. We got a rustic cake here. Those are always in. More gold. Gold is like the metallic thing of gold. Gold is like all in right now. Another rustic cake. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous cakes. So we have like some buttercream textures, we have some sequins, we have some ruffles, we have some hand-painted textures. So now what do I do with this information? If on your website all you have is pictures of birthday cakes and smash cakes and kind of simple cakes, no person who wants to order an expensive wedding cake is going to order from you, because they want to see that you already have done what they want to order. They don't want to trust you. Like, who's going to trust you with an expensive wedding cake if you don't have any wedding cakes on your website, right? So what you need to do is pick 3 types of wedding cakes and recreate them either for a friend for free, or not for a client for cheap. It's either for friends for free or it's full price. There is no discounts. Live by that, people. Oh yeah, that's a great wedding cake. So pick 3 different types of designs and recreate them. I prefer faux cakes because then you can take them to bridal shows, and then take nice pictures of them, put them on your website, and then brides will see the quality that you can create. I suggest creating a rustic cake, so something that has ruffles and rough textures. Like, just Google, let's just Pinterest rustic cake real quick. Rustic wedding cake, and see what pops up. So we need something rustic. So that could be like a birch cake. It could be a chalkboard cake. It could be a rustic like buttercream cake. I love the ones with the succulents on them. It could be just like a rough iced cake, anything like that. Oh look, see, there's my cake. That's always nice to come across your own cakes. So you need to have one rustic cake because there are a lot of brides out there who like rustic weddings, okay? So that's one trend that you need to have in your gallery. And don't copy somebody else's design. Just take elements that you like and put your own spin on it. So maybe you like some ruffles, maybe you like some textured buttercream, maybe you want a couple succulents in there. It's okay to use elements from other people's cakes, but just make them your own. And that's how you learn to be creative, is looking at other people's cakes, taking elements that you like and putting them together in your own way, okay? So first thing is a rustic cake. And then we need a trendy cake. So let's look up wedding cake trends 2015. I bet you anything there's going to be glitter. Oh, look, first cake. Glitter. All right, not a lot popped up for this. Maybe I'm getting too specific. Let's just look up gold wedding cake. Can't put too many words in. All right, so we got some glitter action going on. You need a cake that has glitter or sequins on it, because that is very trendy right now. Brides want to see that you know how to create that super shiny gold look. And if you don't know how to do the glitter technique, so this right here, to make sequins, you can either use Cara Andretta's sequin tutorial using gelatin, or you can use the confetti technique where you take sprinkles and put it on the cake, and then you paint it with the Rolcom edible gold. This is used by just hand brushing the Rolcom gold. Make sure it's edible. Don't let me see you using inedible products on your cakes or I'll smack you. This is gold leaf, okay? So you need to have a cake on there that has something with some gold on it. And then lastly, I would suggest something that is just a white, simple wedding cake, because a lot of brides are just traditional. They just want you to create a nice, clean, simple white cake. They don't want anything color on it. They don't want anything too fancy. This one's a very popular design with the paisley hand piping on there. Sugar flowers are always popular. If you know how to do sugar flowers, definitely highlight that on your website. So those are 3 ideas. Yes, Rolcom gold is edible, guys. Get into the know. I have a whole article on my website about Rolcom edible colors. Lace is always in. White lace is always a good idea. This is the royal wedding cake there. Beautiful, beautiful. Chalkboard cakes are really in right now. Chalkboard wedding cake. Yes, Chef Alan from Global Sugar Art has a great gold cake too. So this one, that one in the top right, that's mine. I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing that. This one's also mine there. And that bottom one there is mine. But you see how many versions there are? There is a lot of chalkboard going on right now. And you could mix it up. You could do one layer chalkboard and the other one's not chalkboard. That one's mine there. I love this one. I really like that with the colored chalk. So pretty. Okay, so go forth and make some dummy cakes, y'all, and put them on your website. Let's go, so that people, when they go to your website, they can see the quality of work that you do, and you can't complain. Oh, nobody orders nice wedding cakes from me. Yes, I do use my LMF for chalkboard cakes. All right, let's go to my website real quick. approximately how much for a chalkboard cake, how much fondant. If you're having problems with black fondant, I suggest you make my black LMF. It's in my recipes right here somewhere. Right here. How to make black LMF fondant. I can't answer that question about how much to charge for a cake. That is up to you guys. Okay, so my gallery here. The way that you look at your cakes, people will come to your website and they'll want probably 3 different things. They'll either want a wedding cake, they'll want a stacked cake, which is like a specialty cake, which is bridal showers, birthdays, whatever. Or they want a sculpted cake, or maybe they want something big and huge, like a show cake or something. So make sure you categorize your stuff so people don't have to look through all of your Mickey Mouse cakes trying to find a sophisticated wedding cake. Like, people are impatient. Give them what they want. Yes, my husband made my website. So in my wedding cakes, the first thing I have is, what is my base price for wedding cakes? It is $5 per serving. Flowers, figures, elaborate details, are priced individually. Please request a quote for details. So, $5 a serving means a naked white wedding cake with no details at all. So, as soon as you start adding flowers or choppers or whatever, that's more. Piping is more. So now this person can just scroll through and just see all of the types of wedding cakes that I make. They don't have to click through an album. This is easily viewed on your phone. So they can just see. Yeah, I only do fondant cakes, so. If I do a buttercream cake like this one, this looks like buttercream, but actually it's fondant with buttercream over it. So if somebody wants to order a wedding cake from me, they can immediately see, oh, this is the quality of work that Liz makes. And I have taken off every single old crappy photo of cakes that I had on my website, because you only want the best of the best on your website. Like, you don't want to have any old photos on there. Okay? This is the very first cake that I ever made. I made this for a bridal show, okay? I made this for a display cake, and I brought it to a bridal show, and I didn't know anybody in my industry. I didn't know anybody in the area, and I took this cake to a bridal show, and another photographer saw it and was like, oh my gosh, your cakes are amazing. Can we please get together and do a photo shoot sometime? And I was like, yeah, sure, what's that? And she was like, oh, that's where you make a fake cake and florists bring flowers, and we make a fake wedding basically, and then we take pretty pictures of it, and then we submit it to magazines. And I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. Sure, I'll definitely do that with you. And so that's when I first discovered inspiration shoots, and that's how I made all my friends in the wedding industry, and that's how I got my very first cover on a magazine, and that was this cake. It was on the cover of Portland Bride and Groom. And then I got many other jobs based off of that one. So that's why it's important to make really, really nice over-the-top cakes that are fake, so that you can bring them to bridal shows, so that you can impress brides with your talent, and so that you can impress other vendors, right? Let's see what else. This one was for an inspiration shoot. And let's see what else here. These are all real. Oh, this one was for an inspiration shoot. And let's see. This one was for an inspiration shoot. That one was for an inspiration shoot. So you can see how many cakes I have on my website that weren't even real cakes. They were just for inspiration shoots. This one was for my book. This one was for a bridal show. This one was for a bridal show. This one was for a magazine. That one was for a bridal show. That was one of my most popular cakes ever. That one was for an inspiration shoot. And this one was for my book. And this one was for another inspiration shoot. So probably half of these cakes were not real cakes. But it gets me clients, gets me high-end clients. Let's see, let's look at my other gallery. Sculpted cakes. No, you don't get paid to be in a magazine, because normally you would pay thousands of dollars to be published in a magazine. So when they publish you in a magazine, that's basically free advertising for you. So it's really in your best interest. 1 second. Okay, Avalon wants to sit on the lap. Okay. Okie dokie, we can sit on the lap. No, all of those cakes were not fake. Some of them were. Avalon, we're getting sleepy. Yay! That means mommy can finally go to work. Okay, so these are 3D sculpted cakes. Again, right at the very top, I talk about what my base price are. Oh, sorry, Avalon's touching the keyboard. Of course. Here, play with the remote. There we go. My base price for sculpted cakes is $12 a serving. Yes, they do write your name in the magazine, and that's how you get clients. And that's a really great way to get clients, is being published in a local bridal magazine, because that's where brides are looking. They're looking in magazines. So I have right here examples. Small cake serves 10, about $120. Medium cake serves 20, about $230. Large cake serves 30, about $330. So people who don't know anything about sculpted cakes and what pricing is automatically have an idea what the rough ballpark is of what they can expect for cakes, so that we don't waste time. I use both. I use real flowers and gum paste, depending on what the bride orders. These are some old photos. I need to update this. My Yoda from forever ago. Shoes. Ugh, this is an old cake. Ugly. Need to take that out. How do you determine how many servings a sculpted cake will serve? Well, I use the Tiered Caker app. And I know that an 8-inch cake serves 20 people. And if I carve off a little bit to make it round, then that's about 15 people. So I usually err on the side of too much cake for sculpted cakes. Oh my goodness, Avalon, going crazy. Here, let's go back on the floor. So that they have enough cake. Because we're already charging $12 a serving. We can give them a couple extra servings of cake, right? So these are all cakes. These are not fake cakes. What are the, I want to say, where are my good ones? Are they at the bottom? What was the first cake I sold? Gosh, I don't even remember. I have no idea. Something. Let me go back to my Flickr and look. Maybe I can remember based off of. Hi, Mimi. Maybe I can look here. I don't think any of these. Oh, this was it. This was my very first wedding cake. This is a horrible story. Oh my gosh. So, this is the first wedding cake I ever made. It was for one of my, it was for my sister's best friend's wedding. And she was getting married at the coast, which is about a 2-hour drive away. I had never made a stacked wedding cake before. I'd never made a square wedding cake before, or square cake like, you know, this. I didn't know that you had to chill your cakes before you stacked them. So you can see that it's settled and it's all crooked and ugly and horrible. My bottom tier cracked because I was stacking while warm, and I had to rebake it at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then when my husband drove this to the beach, it vibrated basically to death on the inside because it wasn't like chilled. I didn't have proper buttercream or anything. What year was this? This was January 2nd, 2009. So that was like the second year that I was doing cakes. I waited 2 years before I sold a wedding cake, y'all. Just so you know. I practiced first. And this is still how ugly they were, because I was working as a graphic designer and doing cakes on the side. So I still had not decided yet to become a cake decorator. Let's see. I tried dessert tables for a while. Got some ugly cupcakes here again. Yeah, some of these pictures are not mine, so they're just, this is like, I used Flickr as inspiration before there was Pinterest. Oh, this is such an ugly cake. Look at the piping on this. That does not look like good royal icing. That looks like something else. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's my advice, guys. Go forth and make some dummy cakes and put them on your website. Oh, this is a picture from a bridal show. You can kind of see it. See all those cakes? I made all of those cakes for one bridal show. See them? See, there's my gray cake. And there's my Art Deco cake that got really popular. This gold and mint cake got really popular. This rustic cake got really popular. So a lot of these cakes that I spent a lot of time on for a bridal show, they ended up getting very popular. I have no idea what cake made me famous, because I don't think that I am famous. I just think that I am around, you know? I just think that I'm around so much that people are aware of me. Let's see if we can go to albums here and see what's in there. Wedding cakes, let's see. I used to draw. You guys want to see some of my graphic design work? This is my artwork from school. This is one of my favorite colored pencil drawings I did from years ago. Can you guys see my sculpted work in my drawings? I think they look like the same types of people. I wish I had these still. Maybe I do, I don't know. All of my artwork is put away somewhere. I used to make skateboards. I used to love skateboarding. This is an illustration that I did of Dan back when we were dating. I used to be a graphic designer, so I did a lot of stuff where I had to illustrate like how-to things. So boring, oh my gosh. Like this. Instructions and precautions on how to kill your moles. This is some of the logo work that I've done over the years. I used to do logos. I used to do photography. By the way, the next Periscope that I'm going to do is on how to photograph your cakes. So that will be a good one. Just a local lady did my wedding cake. She didn't do a very good job, but it's okay. So graphic design skills definitely have come in handy over the years. That stuff has come in handy when it comes to cake design. But I definitely am glad that I don't do that anymore. No, I don't think any age is too old to start cake decorating. I even thought to myself, it doesn't matter how many cakes I do right now, because I have my whole life to do cakes, and right now I'm just spending time with my daughter. And you know, when she's off in college and I have nothing better to do, I will get back to cakes, and I'll probably be 50 years old. So, you know, it's never too late to do what you want. Oh, this was an award-winning illustration I did for a newspaper about the use of meth. So I forgot about that. That's funny. back when I had awards for other things besides cake. How do I get back to my main albums? Jeez, this is annoying. Oh my goodness. Birthday cakes. What was I looking for? I don't remember. I wanted to see if there was my bridal show cakes in here anywhere, but maybe not. That's good. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to see? Do you have questions? Otherwise, I think that's about it for me. These are my very first special occasion cakes that I had that were super ugly. And it seriously was not until I started doing bridal shows and making faux cakes that I started getting better orders and higher quality orders. Because these cupcakes, these sculpted cakes, these are nice. These toppers are nice, but they're not $100 cakes, guys. Or I guess what I mean is hundreds of dollars. These are like $100 cakes. This is one of the first nicer wedding cakes that I ever did. I was pretty proud of that one. It still looks pretty nice. And just before we go, I want to remind anybody watching today that I am teaching in Dublin, Ireland this November. So if you're in the area, come check me out. Come hang out with me. Come take a class. I have 2 classes available. One is on portrait sculpting and one is Lady Nouveau. So if you can't afford the big 2-day class, do the 1-day class. Come on over. I have never done a private Skype session before. That sounds interesting. I get my faux cakes from my styrofoam tiers from Dallas Foam. Now I'm all self-conscious about my voice. Do I really sound like I'm high? Or do I just sound tired? Because that's okay. I am kind of tired. Oh, this is funny. This is one of my very first sculpted cakes. This armadillo. His head fell off when I was making him, and I remade him at 1 o'clock in the morning. But, okay, good. Is that weird that that made me self-conscious? I was like, do I really sound high? I'm not being super animated right now because we're just on Periscope. It's not professional. I'm not bringing my high energy. I get my faux tiers from Dallas Foam. So let's go there. dallas.foam.com. Hey, what? How is this not available? That's weird. Dallas Foam. Am I not hitting the right website? What? That's so weird. Is their website down or something? Weird. I don't know. Yeah, right? Who wants to listen to somebody be chipper? Ugh. Okay, guys. That's it for now. I gotta go work, put my baby to sleep, and I gotta go finish my tree cake, and then I'm going to show you guys how to photograph things. So if you have a camera, like a DSLR, you know, get that ready. I'm going to talk about how to take a picture with your cell phone, how to take a picture with a point and shoot, how to take a picture with a DSLR. And I don't know a lot about, yeah, we're almost done, baby. I don't know a lot about photography, but I do know what works for me. Huh? Okay, we're done. Jeez. She's like, get with the program. Get with the program. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my camera right in front of me so you guys can see what I'm doing with my hands and stuff, okay? Yeah. If you would do me a favor, if you liked this broadcast, will you please share it? Please share it with Facebook. Please share it with your friends. Hi, baby. Okay. Look at this cheesy face. Look at this cheesy face. Huh? I do. Baby. All his teethers. Alright. Thank you for being patient. Most patient little baby ever. You see how she's shaking her head? That means I'm tired. Okay. Bye, guys. Love you. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts.